Oh my God. It's official. After being on a waiting list for over 3 months, Brecken and London are officially signed up for school. Can you believe it? Where has the time gone? They're 4 years old and they're going to school in the fall. Pardon my French. I can't believe it. It's been an emotional roller coaster over the last couple of months, just really trying to process and realize that the little nuggets that we brought home from the hospital have developed, have hit so many milestones, are becoming more confident and decisive every single day, and are gonna go out in the world and make friends, experience new obstacles and challenges, and are gonna graduate from high school and be off to college before I know it. I've actually calculated how old I'll be when my kids graduate high school. Now comes the fun part. We have a lot to prepare for. I know, they're just starting TK. This is the first time that they're gonna be exposed to a classroom, being introduced to their teacher, learning how to behave and act at their desk, learning how to respond and raise their hand if they have a question or if they would like to answer. Not losing themselves and being brave and confident, but also being kind to others. I've been instilling positive parenting techniques with my kids since they were really little, and I'm just really hoping everything that I and Chris have taught them, that Miss Allison's taught them over the last few years, will really stick with them. For them starting school, a few things come to mind. Separation anxiety, not being attached to the hip and being together the entire time. For this upcoming season, because we were on a wait list, because there's limited availability, the district having to hire another teacher, they're not gonna be in separate classes, which I feel for this year is appropriate. This is gonna be their first time, and I feel like they're really gonna lean on each other. London at home is the boss. I hate using that word. London rules. London takes charge. For the most part, Brecken follows along, and he's a-okay with what London wants to do. Granted, we try to break him from that sometimes and say, hey, you're your own person. Make sure that if this is something that you want to do with Sissy, it's what you really want to do. Out in public, London is very shy, very timid. And Brecken, he reminds me so much of me. I have countless memories as a kid. I was constantly waving and saying hi to everyone. Hi, how are you? My name's Bryan. My son does the same thing. He doesn't take it as far as saying his name. He makes eye contact. He waves. He'll say hello to anyone, whether they say hi back or not. And I feel like at school, it's gonna be a little bit of an easier time for him. When they start kindergarten and when they go into grade school, our hope and preference is to have them in separate classrooms. At the end of the day, they are siblings, they are fraternal twins, but they are individuals who need to be treated as such. To be in separate classrooms, have different teachers, make different friends outside of the classroom. For recess, if they want to come back and reunite, introduce each other to their friends, how fun would that be? Fortunately for us, the school that the kids are going to have 2 sessions. There is a morning and an afternoon session. And for us, we really wanted the afternoon session. Miss Allison is still here, and she now has Momo with her, and her schedule and the kids, it just really worked out the best. Taking them to school and picking them up. Obviously, in the beginning, Chris and I want to be the forefront of that. We're gonna be a little selfish and have to gently let down some of our friends and family who are very close to us, who may want to take them on their first day of school. Selfishly, as Brecken and London's parents, I want that to be Chris and I. Getting everything prepped when it comes to backpacks and school supplies. Again, I know it's TK and they probably won't need as much. They already have their backpacks. London has a Disney princess and Brecken has Pixar cars. They have their lunch boxes, they have their water bottles. As the days and weeks approach, I wanna make sure that I have all of that covered. Making sure that the clothes that they're allowed to wear are appropriate, meet the school standards, getting the right kind of shoes. I've been told there's no open-toed shoes, but I think for me, it's just a matter of knowing that I'm getting older, they're getting older, and that's just how it goes. I know I'm jumping ahead and stressing about stuff that I don't need to stress about, but I know it's real, and I know there are other parents out there that probably feel the same way. It's just a reminder to be present and to be there for them and to cherish each and every single day, no matter how hard, how frustrating, how difficult it may be. They just fill our hearts and our lives with so much love and joy. I'm just really excited for this next step. I promise to take you along with me as I learn and maneuver through all the ins and outs. Here we are, 4 years later. My kids who you've watched grow up are starting school.